I've got an ottoman stacked with things that need to be sorted, gone through, etc. And I might as well clean out that corner while I'm at it. Let's get started peeling away the clutter. Lisa set up these bins months ago for me to go through, and yeah, it's time to do that. So let's do it. But first, I'm just going to go ahead and start over in this corner. I've got a big wad of tape that I use to hold up that little flap on the dog door. Also, just doing some good old-fashioned sweeping. I've been away for a bit, struggling with both the heat in my house, which I think is fixed. Knock on wood. All of you knock on wood right now. I need all the positive energy for my air conditioning that I can get. Ooh. I'm also coming to terms that life is going to change for me in hopefully a good way. So I did meet with my doctor, and when I did, I told her about my daily routine. She was concerned, and I am going to be meeting with a physical therapist to help me get back to more regular activities. I have issues. If you've been a viewer of the channel, you know I have issues. We all have issues, let's face it. My issue is that I really can't stand and throw things together for lunch and then put it in the oven. I just can't stand for even like 5 minutes. Lately, I have been sitting at my table, putting my meal together, putting it in the oven, and then going about my way. I can walk, as you see, but even that is short periods. So I have a referral to physical therapy for what she calls reconditioning. On one hand, that was good, and it definitely needs to happen. And on the other hand, kind of mentally, I had a bit of a meltdown. It's the whole thing about I can't do what I used to be able to do, and I'm grieving about that, etc. So I really shut down for, I don't know, a week, 10 days, something like that. Shutting down is one of my regular coping mechanisms. It's not very helpful, but sometimes you just need to do that. I got lost in all of the negative thoughts about I'm not going to be able to do this, how is this going to work, etc., spiraling down the catastrophe spiral. And that's something that maybe other people might understand or might relate to, that you can kind of get stuck in a loop where you're worried about the worst things that can happen. But eventually, reason kind of settled in, and I thought about people who have had life-changing accidents happen and have needed to learn to walk again and needed to do all kinds of things. And if they can do that, I can do this. I can build up the stamina to do the things that I need to do and have a life again. As much as I love my couch, I want to have a life off of it. And meantime, if it's a project that I can do while sitting down, I can surely do that. So that's what I'm doing here, and that's what I'll be doing in future videos as well. I can always set up a chair in the laundry room and start working on Mount Doom, you know? There are plenty of boxes there to work on. But that's another issue, that I need to be able to pick up boxes and carry them out to my car. And right now, that's a struggle. That's an endeavor. That's something else I need to figure out. But let's go ahead and get started on this pile. So I took that first bin out of the way and I went and dumped it into my box of papers that still need to be gone through. I don't need to be dealing with that mess right now. I can deal with that later. That's a problem for future me. I do not need to worry about that right now. So I'm not going to. Now, this bag is from the hospital. It's from when I had surgery, and it had some random belongings in it, including some papers. Yay! More stuff for recycling. It definitely felt good to go through that and get rid of it. Get rid of most of the stuff that was in that bag. There were like a couple of pictures, I think, that I had taken with me, and that's about it. And now I'm just looking at some stuff that's on top of this pile. Here is a bag of stuff that needs to be gone through. So let's see what is in here. I've got a few tarot decks, so I'm going to set those aside, kind of piling things up according to what room they belong to, need to be taken to, etc. I have now done about 7 minutes of voiceover and I want to lie down. If that tells you anything about where my stamina is at, it's not in a great place. Here is a picture of my Cupid. Oh, I miss that dog. I miss him. Anyway, this picture goes in a stand, and the stand is, I think, in the bedroom. So that's where I'm taking things, to the spare bedroom and then to the bedroom where they belong. I'm gathering up a bunch of Colt squeaky toys so I can do a bit more sweeping. This is how I'm handling things right now. I sit down for as much as I can. That is a phone holder that needs to go out to my car. So I sit down for as much as I can, and I slowed down the video so you could get a look at these little cuties. Oh, look at that tail. That little tail wag. These boys are pretty cute. I came to this little tote, and my first thought was, I'll put this tote in the hallway to do later. And then I said, okay, no. No, we're not doing that. I'm going to go, and you can see the moment where I'm like, okay, come on, girl. Just open up the tote, go through it. I'm finding lots of various little things, different bags that I could use for crafting or tarot decks or just all kinds of things, a couple of K-pop albums. So I have a box where those are going until I can get that set up in my bedroom. Some lip gloss along with other bits and bobs, and I'm going to take the bits and bobs. I came across several pins, so I'm taking those to my craft room because I can maybe use them in there. I also want a jacket that I can cover in pins too, so anyway, but I'm putting all the pins in one place for now. Now it's time to rest for a minute. And then I pick up this bag that I had not finished. And I am still not going to finish. There are times when I'm in a place when it comes to decluttering that I really need to be able to make easy wins, easy decisions, and I'm not up to the more complicated things, and that is just okay. It is okay. It's okay to respect where you're at. Sometimes you're able to do more, sometimes you're not able to do more, and you need to just be able to respect where you're at, wherever that is. You can see like the dust on the ottoman from those totes. This is where I lost a bit of footage, I'm sorry to say, because when I went to go, I did the mopping thing and, finished up some other stuff. When I went to check on it or turn it off, it was paused. I had turned it on, but it was paused. So it hadn't recorded anything. I'm so sad. But anyway, here is the last little bits. And then we will come to the before and after. Ta-da! Oh, here's the before. And now the after. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be back again soon.